Alright, we are back with Arknights Endfield, and today we are gonna do a preview and take a look at every single character in Arknights Endfield beta. Why? Because I have leveled every single character to max level, which is level 80. Every single character is almost fully maxed out when it comes to their talents, skills, and everything that they have. They also have equipped like almost everything with max level 6-star weapons, 6-star weapon, 6-star weapon, 6-star weapon, 6-star weapon, 6-star weapon, everything. We have every single weapon in the game, everything is maxed out. And yeah, today I just want to do a showcase and preview of every single character, how they feel, what I liked about them, and just generally talk about the game. So, without further ado, let's start with Aywenna. I'm just gonna go how the characters are lined up here. But yeah, first and foremost, Aywenna, 5-star electric. She uses a polearm weapon, really cool polearm in this game. She scales with will and does electric damage. Now, her main kit is that every time she finishes her basic attack combo, she reduces electric resistance by 12% for 15 seconds. So, when she does this, right, this final strike, you see at the end, it reduces electric resistance by 15 seconds for 12%. Now, the main kit and the main thing that Aywenna revolves around is placing a lot of Thunder Lances on the floor. So what are Thunder Lances? Thunder Lances are combo skill. So every single time skill triggers when uncontrolled, your operator performs a final strike on the enemy and the enemy has electrification on them, she places down 3 Thunder Lances at a target. So the thing that you always want to have when playing Aywenna on your team is Perlica. Why? Because Perlica has this really fast skill that does and applies electric on the enemy. So the way we always start our thing is we go into this, we apply electric, and just before it finishes, you can see, bam, 3 Thunder Lances on the floor, right? We go again, bam, 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 electric, bam, 3 Thunder Lances on the floor. This is really cool because the Thunder Lances have a duration on them. So this is 6 Thunder Lances. So what we can do with these Thunder Lances is we go behind the enemy and we gather them back. We one-shot everything. Every single Thunder Lance does a lot of damage. And the way you play Aywenna is you constantly place Thunder Lances down. Aywenna is pretty much my favorite character in Arknights Endfield currently because just how versatile she is. So, her Thunder Lances are 10-second cooldown, right? The way I bypass this to make it lower and constantly spam more Thunder Lances on the floor and one-shot somebody is I made this thing into like a 5-second cooldown. How? Combo skill cooldown reduction 55%. I applied pretty much my whole build into cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction, cooldown reduction, cooldown reduction. So the way I play her is mainly Thunderlance spam one-shot an enemy. Now next up, her ultimate also throws a Thunderlance EX at the target, deals massive electric damage, 20 stagger, and temporarily reduces electric resistance debuffs on all enemies nearby. It's a huge AoE. So not only does she remove 12% electric resistance here, if we go and max out the ultimate, it does 40% electric reduction here as well. That is 52% electric resistance completely gone. Oh, look at this, an elite. Okay, we can do this. Oh, come on, man. Can I just attack? Boom. We do Thunder Lances. We do all this thing. Boom. Perlica. And now we do ultimate. Okay, ultimate. And now we go behind him because positioning is really important. Get all the Thunder Lances back. He's dead. We can do this again, right? It's really cool. Like, it's really cool to play the Thunder Lance gameplay. And every time you place Thunder Lances, they also do damage. Don't forget that. Not only do they do damage when they go back, they do damage like this. Okay, now we can go combo skill here. We do a full basic attack combo here as well. Thunder Lances, nice. We can apply Gilberta for resistance down. And now we can also apply more Thunder Lances. Get them all back, insta-kill. One of the main things, as I said, positioning is really important on Aywenna. Really fun character to play. Polearm character as well. And yeah, just goes well with Perlica and this whole team. This is my favorite team to play. Perlica, Aywenna, Arclight, and Gilberta. They are all 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, and Gilberta is a 6 star. Next up is Perlica, really cool character as well. She is by far my favorite 5-star character. She's a free-to-play 5-star character. Electric as well. What does she do is she does 30% more damage to staggered enemies. So when you stun somebody, it's cool to swap to Perlica for the like final strike damage, because she's just gonna do more damage to somebody who's stunned. And one big thing is also combo skill, hits the enemy and restores 15 SP. SP is really important when it comes to combat, because the more SP you regenerate, the more skills and combos you can produce and do. Main thing when it comes to Perlica and why I like using her is just because of her battle skill. It costs 100 SP, but it calls down an electric bolt that does electric damage, stagger, and applies electric infliction to enemies in small AoE. Not only that, but this is by far the fastest skill in the game. Look at this. You just press it and it instantly goes off. It doesn't have, like, you know, a setup. Well, a lot of skills require, for example, maybe a second or 2 seconds of, you know, just charging up. But you press this, it instantly goes off, it's mini AoE, it does a lot of damage and it feels good. So just because it goes so fast and does a lot of damage and, you know, applies electric on the enemy, it's really good to use. Because a lot of enemies in this game have a charge up attack that you can break through or just stun, right? So, like, they charged up with that attack and you're good, man. You just press the battle skill, you instantly interrupt the enemy. And also her ultimate, as you can see, just calls down a big boulder of I don't even know what. So her combo skill as well is Chain. Combo skill 27-second cooldown. Skill trigger: when you perform a final strike on an enemy, performs one attack that deals electric damage and deals 10 stagger, and also inflicts temporarily electrification. Anyone on your team, when they perform a final strike, her combo skill is gonna trigger. Even herself. Like, we can do this. Final strike, bam. It triggers, right? And as soon as it triggers, you can just apply Electrified, and then it procs every other cooldown in the game as well, depending on your team. But yeah, as you can see, I just press my thing and everything blows up. It has 27-second cooldown, but the thing is, it doesn't matter who you use it on, she's always going to, you know, just trigger that thing, and every time she triggers it and does it, she also gives you back SP. All in all, I definitely recommend leveling up Perlica, because Perlica is that good. Not only is she a fine bird girl, she does so much damage, she's a caster, and you can play her on multiple different ways. You can play her as a support that regenerates SP depending on the gear. You can play her with crit rate and crit damage, where she completely annihilates somebody with her ultimate, because her ultimate has a really high damage multiplier stack. It's 1000. I think this is the highest damage multiplier currently in Arknights Endfield when it comes to ults. You just press it, she calls down like a big giga rock of death, and she bursts down the enemy. But yeah, really versatile character, really fun to play, really easy to play. She's a support, she's a damage dealer, she can be applied to every single team. Really cool, really versatile. My honest recommendation is definitely level up Perlica and use her. Next up, Arclight. Arclight is definitely a character that surprised me the most in terms of how versatile she is and what she does. Really cool character. I really like her. At first I didn't like her, but once I started applying her to more teams, I just realized she's like the best support character you can have. She is a specialist. Specialists are different when they come to how you approach them and how you play them. You are never going to play her as a main DPS, so you're never going to kind of play her like this, right? Because she excels at just doing damage on the side as your teammate and applying buffs. She's a really cool support that regenerates SP, applies electrification, and also gives everyone on the team 15% attack. This is her passive. So when restoring SP with her own skills, every teammate gains 15% attack for 10 seconds, max stack 1. Really cool. This one is really like just damage. Every 15 agility, intellect, more physical damage, more electric damage. Main thing that she does is her combo skill only has 5 seconds cooldown. And this is really cool. So when an operator performs a skill that restores SP, which is pretty much her or Perlica, or anyone that restores SP, instantly blinks to the enemy, performing multiple slashes, dealing physical damage, stagger, and restores SP, right? So with any character that you attack, you're gonna restore SP. And as soon as you restore SP, she instantly triggers this combo skill. And because she triggers the combo skill, she restores 10 SP. And not only that, she instantly then gives you a 15% attack. This one is pretty easy to use. Battle skill, you just press it, she does what she does. If the enemy has electric on them, you also restore 45 SP, but it costs 100, so you get 50% back. Her ultimate is really cool because she dashes through the enemies and does electric damage, applies electrification, which is really potent and good for electric teams. That's why I use her with my Aywenna and my Perlica, because she just really supports this whole team and gives you a lot of regeneration, right? So the way you use her is you're never gonna use her as a main character. You're probably more gonna do it something like this. Like attack, you're gonna see. Bam, Perlica, this, Gilberta, and yeah, she just goes around. And she can do this. Bam, damage, procs again, because it's a 5-second cooldown, right? She can do this. And again. And her ultimate, as I said, is she goes through the enemy, electric burst, and after a few moments, they explode. So they do even more damage. And then we can just finish it with Perlica. My Aywenna is dead. Come on, man. Really? But yeah, all in all, really cool character. I maxed her out. Really cool support character. As I said, technical stuff. She does a lot of damage with her ultimate, but the main thing that you're always going to spam is her combo skill, because her combo skill is only 5-second cooldown. So you just go. Like, she's constantly gonna just twirl around and do damage and restore SP. So your team is never gonna starve with SP, right? SP is the main thing you always want to have. But yeah, I don't know how much she's gonna change, but for now, she is really good at supporting electric teams or any teams that have a problem with SP regeneration. Definitely recommend getting her. Not only that, but if you place this 6-star sword on her, it's even better. Casting a battle skill restores 13 SP and gives 9% attack. So you can restore even more SP if you place this 6-star weapon on her. Really cool, really fun to play, really versatile. Next up, Gilberta. Gilberta is definitely the character of all time. The strongest support 6-star character in the game. Absolutely menacing when it comes to how she plays and what she does for your team. You can slot her in pretty much any team and you will never regret it. Why? Because, first of all, lifted enemies that she lifts, they take 30% more damage. Next up, she also has a little bit of healing on her kit. So once you max her out and give her like Giga equipment, she heals my team and sustains my team as if she was a healer and she's not a healer. Main thing you're gonna use all the time is her battle skill. Her battle skill pulls everyone in, does nature damage, and at the end explodes and does nature infliction. And her combo skill is one of the most broken combo skills ever, because when an arts reaction happens, she goes in, lifts the enemy, stuns them, applies nature damage, and that's pretty much it. Her ultimate is also pretty cracked, because her ultimate does everything that it needs to be doing. So, damage multiplier really high, duration 5 seconds, movement speed slow, 80% on the whole area, increases arts damage taken by 30% and just increases even more. So yeah, her ultimate slows down, gives you higher damage numbers on elemental reactions, she slows everything again, she lifts and stuns, she gathers everyone in AoE, and she also, what else? She heals. You're never gonna use Gilberta as your main DPS or your main character, because she just does slow attacks, and her main thing is she gets stunned when she casts her skill, right? As you can see, she takes time to cast her skill. So you kinda always wanna use a different character for attacking and use Gilberta on the side to pull in the enemies and explode and lift up and do all elemental reactions. So I can show you, like we can start combat here. Instantly use Gilberta, right? And everyone gets pulled in. At the end, everyone explodes. And then I can start doing elemental reactions. She goes in, lifts up, stuns everyone up, lifts them up, throws them down. Yeah, she is the ultimate character in Arknights Endfield. I don't think there is a single stronger character that fits and does every single thing in the game. Like, straight up, she does everything, as you can see. Bam. Skill, pulls everyone in, heals up, applies this thing, which is nature, and then I can do an elemental reaction. She goes in, poop, everyone is lifted. Like, absolutely nasty stuff, right? Okay, let's pop her ultimate here. Her ultimate is, first we can do skill, right? So you do skill, you apply nature, you pop your ultimate, everyone is slowed down now, look at how they are slowed, and then you can do your ultimate with other characters, and because this is a big area that will slow down, not only that, everyone takes like 30% to 40% more elemental damage. She's just that strong. She's pretty much the ultimate support. So if you are looking for the ultimate support that's actually the cutest character in the game, definitely would recommend Gilberta. Really cool as character. Oh yeah, these animations are also really cute. Look at this. She's on her staff, almost falls down. And this is pretty much the best screen, right? She's just the ultimate character in the game. Who do we have next? Next up is a 6-star, and it is Yvonne. Pretty much the character with the most insane assets in the game. Midriff, everything is like perfectly molded into a character that's gonna get the most fan arts out of anyone. So, she's a 6-star caster, damage dealer, ice, really excels at bursting down enemies with her ultimate and her skill. Passive is deals 20% more damage to enemies who have cryo infliction activated. Effect is doubled against solidified enemies. And her other thing is, when Yvonne is present, all casters in the team gain critical damage plus 20%. This also applies to herself, because she's a caster. Main thing that you're gonna use on her is her battle skill. She drops a nuke on the enemy and does cryo damage. Her combo skill also does big AoE cryo damage, and her ultimate is pretty much the ultimate in the game. She goes into rifle mode and just starts mowing down enemies. It completely shreds any boss, any elite in the game, it doesn't even matter. She has this pose, obviously the pose of all time. Definitely the pose, right? You can't even compare it to anything else. Definitely one of the characters that I played the most. At first I played Laevatain the most, but I quickly started just playing Yvonne all the time. This is the team that I have the most fun with. It is the full burst caster team. Yvonne, Ice Caster, Gilberta for the support, and Cryo, Nature application. Perlica, as I said, a really strong character that does everything that you want. She's also caster, so she also gets 20% crit damage. And Arclight for the SP region on this team. But yeah, cool animations, really cool character. She pew-pews all around and just does a lot of damage. As I said, her skill is this. She just drops a bomb, like a cryo bomb on somebody. Now, I want to show you how much damage this does with Gilberta. First and foremost, we start with Gilberta. Now we drop this. And now we drop the bomb. Everyone is solidified. He's solidified. We can go with Gilberta and shatter him. Yeah, you have cryo, nature, freezing, shattering, whatever you want. And you just drop a bomb. Like, the bomb on its own does insane amounts of damage. But when you combine it with pretty much Gilberta, who is nature, you nuke everyone down. Okay, so this guy is elite. So we are gonna go in, start our thing. Boom. And everything just dies. And we go again. That's it. It's dead, man. It's like nothing you can do. Now, her ultimate is the best ultimate in the game. You pop it, and you stand still. Yeah, it doesn't have that much AoE, but what it does is single target shredding. So if this was a boss, and imagine if I applied nature stuff, electric stuff, and elemental reactions together with this ultimate, the boss just completely gets shredded. All in all, Yvonne, really good character, really good physics, really fun to play, cute ass animations, probably one of the best created characters ever. She's definitely gonna break Twitter with her fan art once she's out. Next up, Ember. Ember, big booba crusader girl, really fun to play, great sword user. and she excels at doing a lot of physical damage, healing your entire team, bringing down defense down on the enemy, and just the damage reduction on your whole team. Her main thing is when she's above 50% HP, attack plus 40%, and when she's below 50% HP, her defense skyrockets more. So her survivability and attack damage is like... she's the tank, the barbarian character. And this thing is also a talent. When combo skill hits enemies, the affected targets have a 100% chance to suffer 20% defense down for 8 seconds. Her combo skill, when you get hit, she completely instantly retaliates. So when the controlled operator is attacked, not only her, but anyone on the team, she instantly retaliates with a combo skill that does physical damage, stagger, knockdown, and also heals. And her main battle skill is a powerful slam that does heat damage, stagger, and knockdown. And her ultimate heals your whole team, gives you a damage reduction, gives the enemy defense down, does heat damage, and does stagger. Like, absolutely cracked ass character. Definitely the character of all time. And you're gonna hear me say this about every single character, because every single character is so unique in Arknights Endfield, and I'm not even lying, it's like straight up facts. So yeah, damage multiplier, duration 8 seconds, damage taken reduction, 75% damage reduction for 8 seconds on your whole team. And defense down reduction for the enemy, 33%. 33% plus the 20% for her combo skill is like 50% defense down. Shreds the enemy, shreds absolutely everything. You can use her on any single team you want. But yeah, I'm using her definitely on my Laevatain team because both of them are heat fire characters. But as you can see, greatsword user, really slow, but does a lot of physical damage and a lot of stagger just because she's slow to use. Like cool ass animations with the greatsword, jump down, one hand use of the greatsword. Definitely one of the characters that you want to use as your main striker on your team. I mean, we can pretty much go here and use her solo. She's so strong, you can just be used solo. Okay, they're gonna hit me and my combo skill is gonna trigger, you see? Boom. And then her skill is like look at the amount of damage she does. Like you can just use her solo and solo the game. That's how powerful she is. Like a really fun character to play. Look at this. Her ultimate as well heals everyone and applies damage reduction shield, as you can see. Everyone on your team is gonna glow when she applies this. But yeah, the Crusader, like straight up a barbarian greatsword character. Absolutely nasty on how much versatility and support she like applies to the whole team. Going onwards, we have Laevatain. Laevatain, the premium 6-star fire DPS. Her whole thing is she's a sorceress with a sword, and she's really fun to play. Like definitely a character that design-wise is my favorite. I mean, everyone is my favorite, but she is really cool. Like really cool ass character. Really nice animations, really premium stuff. Feels really unique, and I can't wait to play her and pull on her. Main thing is she reduces heat resistance of enemies. That's her passive. And yeah, she just does so much fire damage and everything explodes. Nothing can survive. That is pretty much it. If you are looking for a character that has a lot of elemental reactions, brings a lot of explosions to the whole like screen, you definitely want to play Laevatain, because yeah, her thing is she completely combusts up every single character. Her thing is that her battle skill takes a lot of time to cast, as you can see. Like it's almost like a second, 2 seconds cast time, right? But you always kind of want to use her in a way that she executes the enemy with the battle skill. Why? Not only because of the damage, but when she executes somebody with the battle skill, she restores 50 SP. So the battle skill costs 100, but if you, like, annihilate somebody as your finisher with this skill, you instantly get 50% of your cost back, which is 50 SP. Her combo skill is when somebody is combusted, she just pops in, lifts them up and explodes them. And lastly, the most insane ultimate in the game, where she summons a big ass sword and mows everyone down. She is the character that pretty much does the most amount of AoE. I'm gonna show you. Boom, and just explodes. Combusted, procs everything, and just like that, everything just disappears.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, her best support in the game is definitely Gilberta. She can also do basic attacks and does like so much damage. Boom, combusted, and that's pretty much it. Ember goes in, heals us, and retaliates. If you are looking for a character that does AoE, she is definitely a character for AoE. Look at this. Bam! And then you combust, and just implode somebody up. Yo, we can do her a little bit of solo, right? Let's do a little bit of solo so we can showcase her ultimate here. Oh, there is a pack here, there is a pack here. Let's go.
My weapon is warning, and it's not
Bam. Ultimate, summons a great sword, and look at the AoE. Like heat burst. This is without any elemental reaction damage, right? This is pure ass just attack damage.
That was hardly a battle.
Look at
More
this.
like a routine exercise.
Bam. Cool ass character, man. I have a weakness for redheads, so I'm definitely looking forward to Laevatain. Alright, next character that's also a 6-star is definitely the MC. MC pretty much excels at melee combat, does physical status, excels at teams that have physical status combat. Really fun to play. Really cool animations. We can show her here. Let's see, which team can we even use her? Let's say MC, physical damage. We can apply Dapan as well, physical damage character that excels at that. Which one can we use now? We can use Perlica. Why not? Perlica, really good. And why not use... let's see... Ember. Ember is also physical and does everything that needs to be done. So yeah, we have some enemies here, and as you can see, skill, you just press it, and she knocks everyone down. That's pretty much what she does. Really cool. Really fast attacks, really mobile. And yeah, she just, as you can see, stun locks somebody, and once they are stun locked, they take 20% more damage because of the status sequence that she does. As I already said, her combo skill is really strong, because when an operator combo skill deals damage, she does physical damage, stagger, and she just locks somebody inside the crystal, and it scales with strength. So yeah, we can do this, and then we can do this again, and you just bam, finish it. She really is a 6-star character. Don't get it twisted. This is not like any other gacha character where the main character is absolutely worthless or not that good or falls off really fast, because the MC in Arknights Endfield has unique stuff going for them. Bam, and then we completely lock it down. Look at this. Like, this is complete stun lock, which is nasty work. Bam, bam, bam. And just because she does so much physical damage, she also applies a lot of staggering. So yeah, when you use her in a team that has other physical characters like this, with Dapan being a physical character, Ember doing physical statuses as well, where she knocks down stuff, and yeah, she just completely staggers somebody really fast. Like, it's a speed run when it comes to this character. Really cool ass character. Like, I run her as a full physical damage dealer, and it's really fun. Alright, since we are already on the physical status themes and physical damage, let's go over Dapan. Dapan is a character that kind of carried me in the early game and mid game. It's a panda, as you can see, Dapan, panda, or the pan, because his skill is using a pan. Wait, where is his skill? I think it's this, right? Boom. So he charges up this skill, and he does AoE, lift up, and physical damage. It is absolutely nasty work, and he's really fun to play. Like, his attacks have huge range, and he attacks with his ass. And yeah, like, all his attacks have a lot of AoE. The thing is, every time he performs the final strike, he also heals. As you can see, hitting the enemy with the final strike restores 3% HP to the operator, 3% max HP. So as you can see, this attack with his ass Yeah, restores HP. Next thing is damage dealt to enemies with ongoing physical statuses, 30% more damage. So, when the enemy has a physical status application on them, he just does even more damage. And that's why he is a guard. He's a guard character that, yeah, inflicts physical statuses, lift up, knock down, crowd control, everything. And he's also a 5-star, he's not a 6-star. But I can show you how he just battles, because, yeah, you just do this, boom. And then you can do it again, lift. Right. The enemy is now lifted and just in the air. Oh yeah, we can also use the MC ultimate. It just does damage, that's pretty much it. Boom. Boom. But yeah, Dapan, really fun character. I really like his animations. Really fun ass character to use. And yeah, his dodge attack is a roll. Man, he's a panda. Like, what more do you want? Like, this is the ultimate character in Arknights Endfield. It's just a panda. Oh yeah, I forgot to even mention, but he also uses a greatsword. And this greatsword just looks like a normal sword in his hands. Right, a greatsword user that does physical damage status. So, who do we have next? We have pretty much talked about all the characters. Now we have the last 4 characters that are 4 stars. Snowshine. Snowshine, I already made a dedicated video on her, so you can go and watch it. It's a 50-minute video, like, saying how you can play Snowshine in different ways. The thing is, this character is absolutely busted. She is a 4-star, but pretty much she's a 7-star. She does damage. She has the only block counter skill in the game. She AoE heals your whole team. She applies cryo and freezes enemies. And she has like just a passive that gives your whole team 10% defense. But yeah, also a greatsword user. Really strong ass character. If you have troubles with anything in the game when it comes to doing bosses, doing endgame, having problems with healing, having problems with protecting your characters, just Snowshine it, okay? You can apply her to any team, and she just does well. Really fun character. Yeah, greatsword user. Does a lot of stagger. It does AoE swings, as you can see. And as I said, she does one of the biggest things in the game that not a single character has, and that is counter block. You press this, you counter pretty much every enemy attack in the game. It costs a lot of SP, it costs a full yellow bar, which is 100 SP, but it is really fun to use, it is really strong. And yeah, I'm gonna go and find some enemies to show you how strong this thing actually is. Okay, we have some enemies here. Let's go. So we attack, why not? We're just gonna wait for him to attack us. Come on, attack us. Boom. Counter again. And yeah, just because she counters so much, she applies so much stagger. Counter again. And that's it. That's that. Counter again. And yeah, she also heals. So every time somebody goes below 60% HP, she instantly applies AoE healing around that character and pretty much your whole team. So if she casts a healing on my Yvonne, I can just go with my Yvonne around my team and heal everyone in like 2 milliseconds, everyone is full HP. Absolutely busted ass character. Definitely recommend building her, depends on how she changes. But as I said, I have a full dedicated video on Snowshine, just how strong she is. She has a little bit of downsides because you need to time your block, but at the same time, if you block a ranged attack or something, you're gonna like block it, but she's not gonna do like damage because she can't reach the enemy. So you always need to be careful of what you block and what you don't want to block. And yeah, her ultimate frees the ground all around everyone and applies cryo. And also pretty much has the best midriff in the game, let's be honest. Her abs are like exquisite. So who do we have next? We have Xaihi here. Xaihi, 4-star. Support character, pretty much a healer, really easy to use. She's a healer that gives everyone attack damage bonus with her skill. So she summons a crystal that's gonna float around your character, and that crystal is gonna give attack buff to all operators around it. It's a really strong attack buff. As you can see, my Yvonne has 5000 attack, right? My Gilberta has 5000 attack and my Snowshine has 4700. Now, if we go into Xaihi and apply the buff, we go into character screen, 9700, almost 10,000, 8,000, and like she as a healer has a 8,800. So she boosted the attack of my Yvonne by like 5k. So it's like double the damage, right? So you go around and this orb is just gonna follow you. It's gonna last for a while. You attack and after some time it's gonna disappear. But before it disappears, it's gonna activate Xaihi's combo skill. The combo skill is pretty much once it's done, it becomes a detonated bomb. And she just casts it to somebody. So it's pretty simple to use. You just have her on your team on the side. Always apply your damage orb around you. And once it expires, it's gonna trigger her combo skill, where she just is gonna cast it towards an enemy. Since there is no enemy here, she just casts it into a random direction. Her ultimate is also really strong because it gives AoE attack as well. She gives HP treatment bonus, which pretty much heals everyone on the team and temporarily increases attack buff of all operators. I think this attack buff is absolutely asinine. Because, let's see, treatment attack increase 55% to your whole team on attack. And together with the crystal is 37%. So yeah, you can combine her skill, which is the orb, this thing, with her ultimate, and just give like 10k attack to your whole team and burst somebody down. She's the ultimate support when it comes to healing and just the damage buffs. So yeah. You're never gonna use her on the you know, as a main character. Obviously, she's a support that you want to use on the side, but she excels on some teams as a DPS as well. As I already said, a really strong support character that heals, gives attack buffs to your whole team, and also restores a little bit of SP when she enters battle. So upon entering battle, the first casting of battle skill returns 35 SP. But yeah, overall, she's just a buff bot on the side that does everything that you want your support to be doing. And last and not least is two last characters that are also 4 stars. There is Chen. Chen, pretty much physical damage dealer that attacks really fast, agility scaling, strength scaling. Every time she attacks, she gets 8% attack, which scales and stacks up to 5 times. And she applies a lot of staggering and she lifts up enemies. She excels at physical damage teams and yeah, really fast character, really fun to play. As you can see, her attacks are really fast. Oh, hello, good day, sirs. We can stack attack, do this, proc ultimate and proc combo. Yeah, just so good. Oh, look at this, look at it. She's just juggling them and completely destroying their asses. See? Like, this is a solo-ass character. This is a 4-star and she does more damage than some of the 6 stars. And then we can ult as well. Why not? Just ult. Yeah. He's staggered. Finish him off. Lift him up. Juggle him. Damage, 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 and that's pretty much it. Just juggle him. But yeah, look at it. He's already dead, but he's stunned, like permanently in the air. 4-star character, by the way. And last but not least, it is Wulfgard, the gunslinger. He applies fire damage, he procs a lot of stuff. Definitely want to play him with characters that also have heat, which is like Surtur and Ember. So we can just play this thing, why not? We have an elite here, so yeah. Let's just... I mean, he just does damage, okay? He's a 4-star character that does damage. That's pretty much all you need to do. Oh, look at this. Bam, heat burst, and then Wulfgard. Ultimate, AoE stuff, bursts, gives your... Boom. Oh, that's it. You just press skills, he does damage. That's all you need to know about him. Like, I don't know what else to say when it comes to Wulfgard. Obviously, I'm not playing him ideally because I just want to show how he functions and what he does. And as I said, pretty straightforward character. Combo skill, heat burst. scales really well with fire teams and with any team that needs a DPS. If you want to play Wulfgard, definitely recommend playing Wulfgard, but as I said, I haven't practiced him that much, nor am I using now a team that, you know, does a lot of elemental reactions. But he scales really well with elemental reaction teams, so yeah. If you need a burst fire damage guy, Wulfgard is the man. And the only other character that I haven't managed to get in the beta is Lifeng. He is the Dragon Boy. I just wasn't patient enough to buy him with the cert tickets. But yeah, I don't know what he does. I never looked him up. So unfortunately, I can't comment on Lifeng, nor do I want to, you know, say what he does, because I haven't managed to get him, nor have I played him. But he looks really cool. And from what I've read is he is like prominent and staggering the opponents and doing a lot of physical damage and just doing a lot of physical resistance. But that's been all today. I think I yapped long enough. I put over 200 hours in the beta. Every single day I had so much fun playing this game. And every single character is so unique that you can use them in every single team. And it allows a really versatile approach to team building and strategy. A lot of strategy when it comes to team building, yeah. As I said, every single character maxed out, a lot of 6-star weapons, 5-star weapons. Really cool stuff. I enjoyed my time with the Arknights Endfield beta, and now we just need to wait for the official release or another beta. I don't know what's gonna be it, but yeah. Thank you everyone for watching the video today. Hopefully this was enjoyable, and as always, you know, leave a comment, like and subscribe, and see you all in the next one. Cheers.